let us see working of PN junction diode and how PN junction is formed. Now PN junction name itself represents that PN junction is junction formed when one p-type layer and one n-type semiconductor layer join together, then PN junction is formed. Now generally mostly used semiconductors are silicon and germanium. There are gallium, arsenic, indium, phosphorus. These are semiconductors also available, but mostly used is silicon. Now one p-type of silicon and one n-type of silicon join together to form PN junction, and when two electrodes are connected at the end of the either side, then our PN junction diode is formed. Here is symbol of PN junction diode. At p-type, from p-type silicon we have taken one terminal out called anode, and from n-type silicon we have taken cathode out. Now when these two layers p-type silicon contains holes in majority number, n-type silicon contains electrons in majority number. P-type silicon also has electrons but in very small amount, and also n-type of silicon also have holes but in very small amount. Majority carriers in p-type are holes, majority carrier in n-type of electrons. When we connect these two layers together, then what happens? These holes which has positive charge on them tries to move towards n-type of silicon because there is negative charge. Positive holes get attracted toward negative electrons. Similarly, charge on electron is negative, that's why electrons tries to move toward positive holes. This way, what happens? When small number of holes from p side moves toward n side, they left behind negative immobile ions. Now what is ions? Ions form when from a stable atom we have taken one electron out. Then what happens? That atom becomes positive ion. When electrons is removed from that atom, then atom becomes positive ion. Similarly, when electrons enter in atom, that atom becomes negative ion. This way, here when holes from p side moves toward n side, it creates one negative immobile ion behind it. Similarly, when electron from n side moves toward p side, it left positive immobile ion behind it. Now these negative and positive immobile ions gathered at the boundary of this PN junction. Here is our PN junction. Gather at the boundary of PN junction and provide one space charge region between over this area. Creates one space charge region over this area. Now this region is called depletion region. Now due to positive and negative charge, this region has some potential. This potential is called barrier potential. Or junction potential. Now to turn this device on, what we have to do? We have to apply external potential or external voltage or external EMF which must be more than this barrier potential, which must be more than this barrier potential. This way we can forward bias, or we can turn on this PN junction diode. Now to turn PN junction diode on, what we have to do? We have to connect P type region to positive side and N type region to negative side. When positive terminal of battery connected to P type layer, this positive force repels holes from P side to N side. Similarly, when N type layer connected to negative terminal of battery, this negative charge on battery repels electrons from N side to P side. This way, large movement of carrier occurs. Large movement of carrier from P side to N side and from N side to P side occur, and this depletion region breaks down. This depletion region breaks down, and large number of current flows from positive side of battery to negative side. From positive side of battery to negative side. Electrons flows from this negative side to positive side, and current is also always opposite to flow of electron, that is current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. Now for silicon diode, this external voltage which we are applying here must be more than 0.7 ohm. We have taken here silicon as a semiconductor material, so that to turn silicon diode on, we must have to apply more than 0.7 volt voltage. That is, at 0.7 volt, this diode gets breakdown. Here in VI characteristic we can see, as we are increasing voltage, there is no change in current. Initially there is very small leakage current is flowing through this diode, but at this point what happens? PN junction or depletion region breaks down and large current starts flowing. Here we can see sharp rise in current. From this point there is sharp rise in current appears. Now this voltage is also called as breakdown voltage or knee voltage or forward breakover voltage. For silicon diode, this voltage is 0.7 volt. For germanium diode, this voltage is 0.2 volt. Germanium diode comparatively turns on much earlier than silicon diode, as electrons in germanium diode are at higher energy level compared to electrons in silicon diode. Now, this is the working of our PN junction diode. In reverse bias also, when large reverse voltage is applied, then avalanche breakdown of PN junction diode takes place and large current flows. But this reverse breakdown is avoided, as it can damage the device or burn device. So this is working of PN junction diode.